You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl.
Welcome, the randoms. Disclaimer. If my nose sounds stuffed up, that's because it is. This pollen is kicking my behind, okay? And that's another reason my nose is like red and stuff like that. Like, it's been too much, y'all. Once again, my bed is not done, and you know, we're gonna not mind that again today. Also, in the last couple of videos, if y'all haven't watched those, my kids are out of school for spring break, so please don't mind the noise, okay? But let's go ahead, let's get into these stories. Story number 1. Am I wrong for going into detail about my messed up day to make a mother leave me alone? I, 22 female, have blonde hair that goes past my hips. I love my hair and put a lot of work into maintaining it, but you can imagine the comments I sometimes get being compared to Rapunzel, etc. And normally I laugh this off, and if it's a little kid, I indulge them more often than not, as it's cute. I've had a really rough day. My 11-year-old dog had to be put down due to cancer. Dang, I'm so sorry for your loss. That's terrible. And I went from the vets to a cafe not wanting to go home and see her things and be reminded of all of it all over again. So I'd been sitting at a table with a coffee waiting for my boyfriend, 23 male, to finish work to come and meet me when a mother and her daughter, who looked about 8-ish, I don't know, I'm not good with kids' ages, it's just a guesstimate, came up to me and asked if her daughter could take a picture with me as I looked just like Rapunzel. As I said, normally I'd indulge this, but I was not in the mood. I was in a low mood and had been crying a lot, so I felt gross. I told him thank you for that compliment, but I didn't want to take a picture. The mother got really upset with me at that and told me I didn't have to be rude and how I didn't even smile, that it would cost me nothing to be nice, and how her daughter was just a kid. I admit I lost my temper with this and told her I wasn't a Disney cast member for her to badger, and I said no. That I had just put my dog down and was hiding at this cafe as I was dreading going home to a house without my dog. That I had no interest in posing and putting on a happy face to take a picture with her child. I also started to cry again. She got very flustered at this and rushed her child away. My boyfriend finally got to the cafe about half an hour later, and I told him what had happened, and he told me I took it too far, and that just because I was having a terrible day didn't mean I needed to make other people's days. I ended up going home not long after. Maybe I was too rude. I don't know. It's too late to do anything about it. She was a stranger. I just feel raw emotionally. My boyfriend might be viewing my actions with a clearer head than me. Am I wrong? Honestly, no. And I felt like you were really sweet for even saying thank you for the compliment. You were going through a lot. You just lost your dog. You know what I mean? And that's very serious, because it's pretty much like having a kid. I feel like even with the mother, after finding out everything that you just went through, she could have at least been like, oh, I'm so sorry, apologize, something. Like, if anything, she was wrong in this situation. And also, your boyfriend should have been more understanding. That's just my opinion. Story number 2. Am I wrong for refusing to be my sister's bridesmaid because she chose ugly friends to make herself look better? Wow, I already don't like that title. My sister, 27 female, is getting married and asked me, 24 female, to be one of her bridesmaids. I was excited until I found out who the rest of the bridal party was. Every single one of them is someone she's either not that close to or has made fun of before for being awkward or not photogenic. Some of her actual best friends, the ones who she sees all the time, weren't even asked. It felt weird, so I asked her why she picked this group. She kind of laughed and said, "You'll understand when it's your wedding. You don't want people who will outshine you in your own pictures." Wow. She's very insecure, sounds like. I just stared at her. I asked, "So you picked them because you think they'll make you look better?" She rolled her eyes and said, "It's not that deep. I just want to feel confident that day, and I'm allowed to be a little selfish for my wedding." That rubbed me the wrong way. I told her I didn't want to be part of her bridal party built on tearing other people down, and that she should have picked people she actually cares about. Now she's calling me judgmental and sensitive. She's calling you judgmental and sensitive? Well, isn't that what is it called? The kettle calling something black? The pot calling the kettle? Is it the pot calling the kettle black? And our mom says I'm being too idealistic and should just support her. But I feel like going along with it makes me complicit. I might be saying that word wrong too, y'all. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like if you just go along with it, knowing that she chose people that she thinks is ugly or whatever, and you're snapping pictures and posing, and you're just like, oh yeah, you're wrong too. And honestly, I was awkward, and you know what I mean? I was always the awkward friend or whatever. So yeah, I feel some type of way. Like, what you mean? You did good for not letting nobody influence you to participate in something that you just felt uncomfortable with. Story number 3. Am I wrong for refusing to make my daughter apologize to a girl she made mad? My daughter 11 had a soccer game today, and I, 39 male, was able to take her. I also took one of her teammates, 11 female, home from their game as well. This girl and my daughter are kind of friends, but they aren't super close, and the girl can be kind of mean sometimes, and she was on the way home. My wife and I still have our daughter in a high back booster seat, even though it's not a legal requirement at her age in our state, and this girl doesn't use one. She started making fun of my daughter's booster seat, saying things like, "You're a big baby, and you sit in the baby seat." My daughter got upset, but then told this girl, "I like my booster seat. I can see out the window a lot better than you can with it. And I have my own seat in the car just for me with my own cup holders and a special place for my snacks." She then proceeded to show this girl the secret compartment her booster seat has that she keeps her snacks and sometimes toys in. That's right, let her know. This made the girl stop teasing my daughter about her booster seat, and the rest of the ride went okay. We dropped the girl off at her house and then we went home. But later I got a call from the girl's mother. She was furious with me, saying that her daughter came home and said my daughter was very mean to her and made fun of her for not having a booster seat. What? No, you made fun of my daughter first, and she got back with you. I told her that her daughter wasn't being very nice, and maybe if she was nicer to my daughter, this wouldn't have happened. But this just made her more mad. She said I was a terrible father and still insisted I make my daughter apologize to her daughter, but I still refused because I don't think my daughter has anything to apologize for. Since then, she has sent me a few angry text messages demanding I make my daughter apologize. Am I wrong? Let me tell you, them messages would have been undelivered had they came for me, okay? Listen. At the end of the day, I would have politely told her, well, maybe not politely, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I would have told her, no, your daughter started it first, and I don't care, I'm childish, okay? Call it what you want to call it. About my kids, I'm childish, okay? At the end of the day, your daughter said something first. She picked on my daughter because she in a booster seat because I care about her safety. And you as a mother obviously don't care, but you calling me a bad dad. But I'm looking out for her. What you doing for your child? And I took your child to the soccer game that you couldn't take her to, Miss Ma'am. And no, I am not apologizing. And if you hit me up again, we're going to have some problems. Which she would have been blocked anyway. So we wouldn't even have no problems because she would have been blocked. But the point is, still don't hit me up. And no, like, my daughter did the right thing. I'm proud of her for standing up for herself because that girl was trying to bully her. She was like, let me show you this nice compartment that I got. Well, all right, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed these stories. I hope y'all been having wonderful weeks, months, years, all that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Share this video with your friends and your family, and I will see y'all in the next video. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. And sorry about, like, all the breathing heavy. Like, my nose is messed up, okay? It's this pollen. I'm sorry. Baby, I'm late, but